Gaffer, a tough trip up in Aberdeen, securing the point. Were you happy with the point?
Yeah, happy with the point, but probably more so the clean sheet that came with the point. I thought first half we weren't quite at the races, weren't how we wanted to kind of approach the game. Need to be a bit more aggressive, a wee bit passive in the first half. Didn't build the game, weren't brave enough. Second half I thought we were a wee bit better. They had a couple of counters, we had a couple of counters, but I think overall, probably they're now out that European run, so they're getting a wee bit stronger, if that makes sense. I've also got boys that they've brought in, their new signings as well, so I think they've made them better at the same time. The boy Carlson that got on loan for Bologna, it started against us, you could tell the quality he's got, so fairly happy with a point, because I think they're kind of in a wee bit of a false position based on probably the Europe and how the season started, because I think it's a big ask, but I think that's them now back into Thursday, Sunday potentially, but we probably the team that never benefited from that, so they come out that and then they go into the group stages, but we've kind of hit them in between those times, so I think it's a half decent team. They've got a big squad, big club. We went up there and got beat, so fairly happy with the result. I think we can play better, but
obviously I think Lewis Smith came off at half time. Was there anything worried about that, or was that just a tactical change?
Tactical change.
So he's not suffering from any.
Lee Smith is very good.
We have another game on the road this Saturday, which was previously moved forward. How did that come about?
I think Dundee contacted us, but it made a lot of sense. I think we had this done against us a couple of times last year because of our progression in the Challenge Cup or the Trust Trophy. We were in it and teams weren't playing, so they were rescheduling, and all of a sudden we were Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, and teams were having that break in between. So I think it makes a lot of sense to try and get this game played, because, don't quote me on this, I think it's St Mirren we play on the Saturday when we should have been playing Dundee on the Wednesday, so there's a full fixture list in that Wednesday calendar, and St Mirren couldn't move the game because they're still involved, so I think it's St Mirren, isn't it? It was either St Mirren or Hearts, can't remember who, but I think it was St Mirren, so it makes a lot of sense for us to kind of agree to Dundee moving the fixture, because it now gives us I don't like to see that Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday. I don't think it's a great turnaround for preparation for the players. So playing against a team that are potentially going to fall into that schedule, and we've got the luxury of Saturday, I think it should be a big bonus for us.
Another away game, another big game for the club. What are you expecting from Dundee?
A wee bit, I think they're in a wee bit of a transitional phase, if I'm honest. It's a wee bit difficult. I think they've been a back three, back five, 5-3-2, 3-5-2, whatever you want to say. Changed their shape to a 4-2-3-1 after Motherwell's goal. Done okay, so I don't know what shape they're going to be. But I think going into this game, it's one of these games where you probably, and I don't mean this disrespectful to Dundee, I just think we go into this game focusing on how we're going to play. So you focus a lot more on yourself, and maybe some of the other games you're focusing on the opponent a little bit more. So it's definitely a game we're more than capable of picking 3 points up in. But again, I keep saying this league's really, really difficult. Every team's capable of picking 3 points up, so that's not a given, it's not a gimme. But we're more than capable of going there and getting the 3 points. So just approach the game and how we feel what's best for us, how we're going to play, and try and pick your 3 points up. Really, that's really all I can say to that.
Because obviously there's the Premier Sports Cup, and maybe teams don't perform as well as they should have, and then all of a sudden Dundee have got a draw at Ibrox, which is obviously a good result. It's always difficult to say how well teams have started, because it's sometimes a bit false.
It's a wee bit false to start the season. I think after match day 11 it kind of settles down a wee bit, and everybody's got a better idea of what everybody's doing, and then people are looking, opposing managers, opposing analysts are looking at ways to hurt you and looking at your strengths and your weaknesses, where now it's kind of all still a bit new to everyone. So I think it will settle down, but I'd expect Dundee, they're kind of, I would say they're in a transitional phase. Lost a lot of players over the past kind of probably 12 months, lost their manager. So I'd expect Dundee to kind of grow game by game, week by week, month by month. But I think their draw at Ibrox shows that they're no mugs, so they're more than capable of picking points up on Saturday against us as we are them. So it's, again, things sound like a broken record sometimes, but it's going to be a difficult game.
It's another grass surface this weekend. Does that have an impact on the game, or do you quite enjoy the games on the grass?
None of it phases me, so it's not really anything I really think too much about in the Premiership. Last year in the Champ, I would be lying if I said I wasn't thinking about that. Some of the parts that we had to play on weren't, for me, the standard that was needed. But in the Premiership, I don't really foresee that problem. It's not really, we don't talk about it as a group. We train in Astro every day, but we're obviously playing in grass on Saturday, so it's not really something I speak about as a group. Aberdeen's part was brilliant on Saturday, and historically, I think over the last year, I think Dundee's had one of the best surfaces in the Premiership. So it doesn't really come into my thinking, to be honest, but you're going there knowing that you're going to be playing on a decent surface.
Away from Saturday, Davy, there's obviously a few players out. Is there any update for any players that are? Bakir
trained today. He done a wee bit yesterday, he's trained today. So that's probably really the only one returning. Shane Blaney, Shane trained today as well, and done a wee bit yesterday. So you get the two back. Still waiting on Chris, still waiting on Cammy. Aiden's a wee bit behind that, but Cammy Kerr's coming on leaps and bounds, so I think Cammy's going to be a wee bit ahead of schedule. We've got two players coming back into the matchday squad, but it's probably going to have to watch how we return them to the matchday squad, because I've had niggles and knocks also. So this is two players that have been in the squad and out of the squad and in the squad, and then found herself back out of the squad through kind of niggles and knocks. Shane came to us with a wee bit of an injury at the start, and Bok's been picking up a couple of wee niggles and knocks, so we'll need to manage how we approach that. But Shane and Bok will come back into the kind of being available for the matchday squad. Whether the two of them are in the matchday squad or not, we'll probably assess that later on in the week.